Welcome to Daddy Bits, our trade ideas show hosted by yours truly, the Trading Daddies. I am your host, the Master Crayon Eater, and we have a special guest with us today. John has a graduation to attend, so shout out to Little Mama. Congratulations for graduating, taking on the next step, and John has to do some daddy duties. So again, Trading Daddies, we got to do some daddy duties. And filling in as a friend of the pod, Jay Spees is here to cover for John, and he's going to give us some insights on the plays that we're taking a quick look at. Jay, you have any words for our viewers?
Oh, filling in for Tef Leezy Fo Sheezy. Man,
it's so good.
It's so good. The Bulls came out to play today.
No, they did. Well, no, the Bulls are definitely here to play. You know what I've been thinking about this past few weeks? There are days that I'm bullish. There are days that I'm bearish. You know what that makes us? Just apes.
Diverse.
Just apes.
Somewhere in the middle.
Just apes. I think we found it. There was a kangaroo market at one time. The Can Gang came out. We didn't want to be the Can Gang. That's kind of weird. So I think just apes in general. Just in it to win it. Just looking for some money. And I do think that the short squeeze on AMC is coming. It's coming. It's
finally
coming. If you guys, I know, right? So if you guys are interested on our thoughts about the short squeeze on AMC, make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that post notification bell, give us a nice preemptive thumbs up if you guys like this content. Please make sure that you guys give us some stocks that you guys want us to cover in the comment section down below. And with that being said, let's get to it after this banging new intro. All right, Jay. The apes are here.
The apes
are here. Let's go. We saw some really good things from the market. When John and I did this episode yesterday, we noticed that the futures were a little down. So, but again, when we do these shows, it's fairly early in the day, and the futures just came out of the gate, so they're still needed to mature. And if you are looking at the futures as an indicator of what's to come the next day, give it time. As with all plays, give it time. Exactly. Right? Give it time. How was your Monday, dude?
Oh, today was amazing.
Everything was just shooting up. It was fireworks today.
It was fireworks.
It was 4th of July. Let's take a quick look at the QQQ from a trading standpoint. Today, the QQQ did an amazing thing. That right there, my friends, is nope, not that one. That's a QQQX. Why am I doing the wrong chart? Haha, right there. That is a bull hammer, if you're going to ask me. Although there's an upper wick right here, that's still very bullish in my opinion. What do you think?
Yep. Yeah, I think so. The whole tech sector went crazy today.
We're up 550, 1.68%. We kind of tested all three EMAs. That is very interesting. If you guys look at this right here, we tested the 9, we tested the 50, we tested the 20, and it ultimately bounced up. And then we're just waiting for more tendies tomorrow, in my opinion. You know what's really interesting? If you're trading on a technical basis, look at this MACD that just crossed over.
Boy.
Yeah. Oh, that's juicy.
Yes, it is.
That is very juicy. And we didn't see any bad fading throughout the day. Even if you take a look at the RSI is still at 54. Jay, we know that you're a scalp trader. And you trade in a different way that some of us do, and it works out. When you're a trader, you have to be diverse.
Exactly.
Yeah, you have to know if it's a long-term play or if it's a short-term play. You have to know where you are. And Jay trades on certain levels. So from a QQQ standpoint, if you were looking at this right now, what would it tell you?
I'm hoping. Based on the charts, a lot of my trading is based on technicals. So, but just by looking at the charts, I'm hoping that we continue this momentum tomorrow and throughout the week. Just like you said, that's a strong bull hammer right there on the daily. for the Qs. So tomorrow I'm watching. I mean, I'm still going to be watching a lot of the tech sector. So
a lot of growth plays tomorrow. Let's take a quick look at the Nasdaq futures. Nasdaq futures are looking pretty good.
nice. Yeah.
0.20%. We're looking at plus 27 on the futures. This can potentially gap up tomorrow. And then we're gonna see. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit of a sideways trading for the next 2-3 days before we eventually move to the upside. But if we zoom out, John and I drew this wedge. That's done. This wedge is over with.
Yeah.
This wedge is over with. Now I can now erase this wedge, and we're probably going to see this flagpole sideways and then back up. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. All right. Let's take a quick look at the SPY today. SPY did. I mean, if the Qs are up, SPY usually follows.
SPY's got to be up.
SPY's got to be up. Longer upper wick. Jay, what do you think?
Longer upper wick, yeah. Man, it looks like a bear hammer starting to form, but we'll see how it plays out.
We'll definitely see how it plays out. Interesting note, though, if you guys see this is a MACD curl. We're waiting for this to touch.
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't even see that right now. RSI looks good still. It's not oversold.
Not oversold. We have some room to the upside. If you are trading the SPY, if you're trading the ETFs, the Qs, and the SPY still look good for longs. Especially if you're doing some short-term options on these just for profit. These look healthy.
Yeah.
They look very healthy.
Right? It's got a good amount of volume. Yeah, good.
Definitely. And you saw this right here. This is interesting. Look at how the EMA 9 and the EMA 20 kind of snaked and followed each other, and then it just opened up.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
That's really nice. Take a look at SPY futures. I mean, if the Qs and the SPY futures pretty much look exactly identical. They tend to be identical. A lot of what's in the Qs are in the SPY. So I would definitely just follow what that does for tomorrow and make sure that you guys take a quick look and don't be afraid to take profit. Pay yourself some.
Exactly. I've never been disappointed taking profit, whether it's little profit or big profit. I've never been disappointed.
Money is money. Think about it this way. Think about it this way, right? The initial investment that you put in, maybe you put in like $500, $1,000, right? It makes 10%. You're up $100 on your $1,000 investment. You're still pocketing $1,100. Think about it that way. You know,
that's gas money.
That's gas money.
Gas ain't cheap right now. Gas ain't cheap right now.
Hell no. Especially if you have plans. Especially like if you want to go to Disneyland, that's already half your ticket.
Bro, Disneyland's at least $1,000 per person, right?
Like
for the day.
$230. $230 for park hoppers. We just looked
for park hoppers, but you all also got to factor in the food.
Oh yeah, the food. This ain't the 90s anymore that you can't bring your own longanisa and your own tapsilog inside Disneyland. That's not gonna work out no more. It's not like you can bring the entire crock pot of Sinigang inside of Disneyland and set up a picnic. That's not gonna work out. Imagine the poor soul that had to carry out the entire crock pot to Disney. Oh man. Good times. The first stock that we're going to cover actually today is AMC. As the title states, that I think the AMC short squeeze is coming. It's not here yet per se, but it is coming. I drew this.
Wow.
Yeah, right. I drew this wedge, and it's actually just dead. There was a level of support that we were kind of looking at around this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Around here, $12, right? And it bounced off of that, and it just rocketed today. And that's the gap fill that we were looking at too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. That gap fill that we're looking at. So a couple of catalysts here. Overseas, the movie theaters are up. Wow. They're showing movies. And we're just not at that capacity yet here in the United States. But a couple of things. They are showing movies, and they're showing reports that there is some profit being made, and AMC's hiring more people.
Wow.
10,000 people are about to be hired. The biggest holders of AMC stock, Wanda, just got rid of all their stocks.
Oh
And now
wow.
it's in the open market. And because of the Wall Street bets trades, all the apes are coming in there and just scooping up these shares. There's a lot of something called FTDs or FDTs that are quote unquote naked shorting with synthetic shares, and those are being called back. And
Hmm.
the hedges are now starting to look at covering their positions. So I think there's more to the upside on
That's a bit
AMC. Also,
upside.
it's a reopening play. So it
Yeah.
ended today at 1368. One thing to note, however, is after hours. If we take a look at after hours, 1368, we're ended at
It's holding.
1378. So it's holding.
It's holding. Yep.
It's holding.
Um,
And we
I've actually been saying it since last week when AMC was starting to pop up all over the social medias and everything.
Mhm.
But this 1450 level is a real strong level. I think me personally, if it could break that 1450 level, it'll squeeze to like 1920. Honestly,
Yep. Yep.
yep.
That's exactly what we're looking at right now, because this is the
Hmm.
top upper wick right here is 1465.
Yeah, yeah.
1465, 1465. I think that's it. 1450
Hmm.
is key for sure. Once we get to 1450, we're not that far off. But again, what happens is we hit that mark and it kind of sells off because people just want to recoup their money to get out, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But what we need is more volume. And today's
Exactly.
volume is pretty solid. What did we
Exactly.
end up with
Yeah.
volume? 113 million today.
Wow. Nice.
113 million. So the volume is there. So I think AMC is more room to the upside. More room to the
Yeah.
upside on AMC.
Damn, I guess it's time to start putting that back on my watch.
Yeah. Time to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning again, dude. um,
Oh man.
oh man, the first squeeze happened. We were up at 4 o'clock in the morning just watching it. Just watching
Hey,
it.
we're gonna have to record that, bro.
We're gonna go live. We're gonna go live on Discord. Watch out for that. We're gonna plan this. The next stock that we want to cover is Microsoft. Jay sees something on the Microsoft chart. Let me just pull it up real quick. This is the daily chart for Microsoft. Jay, what are you looking at?
Well, if you pull up the hourly chart on Microsoft, let's see. If you see how it's sort of like it's kind of playing around this 251.50 level.
Right here.
I think if the Qs continue momentum, like where it left off today, I
Mhm.
think 251.50. I mean, it has room to about 253 ish. You don't have the same indicators that I use, but I know that there's like a top the top Bollinger Band
Okay.
would be around the 253, 350, 253 mark. So if it could break above 251.50 tomorrow, I mean, if we get that, if it still looks strong pre-market,
I got
then
the
I'm
Bollinger Band right here.
there. You go. See, so 251.50, it'll squeeze up to the test, at least to that top Bollinger Band right there. Um, it's got some linear, if I'm not mistaken. Sure. Oh yeah, yeah. No, it's got a little bit of linear regression at this 252.75 area, but yeah, yeah, just about right there.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I see it. So I mean, just again, Jay trades in a different way that we do, and he uses Bollinger Bands as an indicator. And what
Hmm.
with Bollinger Bands is the theory is that no matter how high the stock goes, it always goes back into Bollinger Band unless the Bollinger Bands open up higher. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? It depends on
Yeah.
how you see how right here at the bottom, just to give you guys an idea. You see how it went below the Bollinger Bands right here, and it kind of bounced back. It always goes up and down. It's a ping pong
Yeah.
effect.
Basically, yeah.
It's a ping pong effect. I use Bollinger Bands when I'm like day trading. I don't use Bollinger Bands on swing trading, but it definitely is doable. I'm more of a VWAP trader. That's why I have that middle band right here. But I mean, if you're day trading and you're scalping, that definitely works. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So watch these levels again. If you guys are following our trades, make sure that you guys manage your risk accordingly. We are not financial advisors. These are stocks that we talk about on the daily, so we can find out our ways of trading, so we can make money. And if you guys are following our trades, make sure that you guys manage your risk accordingly. If you guys win some money, shout us out. Follow us,
Exactly.
give us some subscriptions. You know what I mean? If you guys lose some money, we warned you. We're financial advisors, so do not blame us for anything. And the last stock that we want to cover is actually Tesla. Tesla did something really nice. I'm going to keep all the Bollinger Bands on here so that you have a guide too. Tesla looks pretty good. If we take a look at the daily, I mean, it did something called a bearish engulfing, in my opinion. I mean, although it's a little bit lower, but that's still a bearish engulfing, in my opinion. And the next level of resistance or that I'm seeing is the EMA 20, which is roughly around 621.84.
And
The MACD looks good. Look at that.
MACD looks good. Yep.
MACD looks good. The RSI looks good. How would you play this stock right here?
So tomorrow, what I'm actually going to look for is 615, 614, 55, 615 level.
Okay.
I mean, of course, I'm still bullish on the market right now after what we've seen today. But if it can break this 615 level, I would play to that the same way as I would play Microsoft to that top Bollinger Band for a quick scalp.
Nice. When you do scalp, right? What is a good time frame that you have your charts on so that the people know?
The 5-minute chart.
5-minute chart. Always the 5-minute chart. Remember that the time frame we're talking about, right? This right here that we're showing is a daily chart. If you switch it out to the 5, which let me do that right now. Each candle represents 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
And it's easier for you to scalp and find trends short term, and you can get in and out of your trades easy. And that's just I mean, there's different trading styles. Not one way is the right way. It's really up to you to find your own way. And that is pretty much it for Daddy Bits today. Thank you, Jay, for gracing us with your presence. Thanks for stepping in for John with his daddy duties. We hope to get John back pretty soon. I'm pretty sure tomorrow. It's not like he's sick or anything. But with that being said, make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button, hit that post notification bell, give us a nice preemptive thumbs up if you guys like this content. Make sure that you guys drop down in the comment section below the stocks that you guys want us to cover. Follow us on all our social media. Follow me at Trading Poppy. Follow John at John C Trades. Trading Daddies for both of us. TradingDaddies.com for all your news and your merch. Use the code Robinhood Sucks for 15% off your entire purchase. And every day, I remind the viewers to make sure they hit you up. Jay, as you can see the logo behind you, Bust Down Investments. Our first class starts today, actually. It's going to be very interesting to see how we all come together and try to usher in a new wave of potential traders. And again, please, if you want to plug that in real quick.
www.bustdowninvestments.com, Instagram at bustdowninvestments, 2S with an S on the end. We're starting our first class today. It's going to be epic.
There you go. If you want to be a new trader, brush up on some skills, don't know where to start, this is a great way to do so. All right. So make sure that you guys hit up Jay over at Bust Down Investments. We'll definitely put the link down in the description box below. But with that being said, let's get trading. And remember, guys, that the charts do not lie.
Let's go.